Good.
Okay. Just what was the process like, first game and everything, and then getting a goal?
Yeah, it was fun to get the first one, and I was hoping to play that game, especially at home. It's always good to get the first one behind you, and felt great out there, so keep going.
Glenn talked a lot about a lot of things, puck possession, being a little bit more physical. The stats said you guys outshot them, you had puck possession, you won face-offs, you had more hits. Is that important? I know it's just a preseason game, but you want to play the kind of hockey he wants you to play.
Yeah, obviously you don't chase the puck as much if you have the puck more often, and usually it becomes scoring chance and stuff like that. So yeah, I like that, and I think we had a great possession game tonight.
What about the system did he want you guys to work on after this game? Obviously, you won the game, but it still was a low-scoring affair. So, I guess what do you guys still need to work on to get up to speed?
I guess it's going to be a question for the coach. I just play, so he probably saw some tricks here and there, and we're going to adjust on Monday, so I don't really know.
What was the overtime like? Obviously, the 3-on-3 is normal, but then you also go with the power play.
Yeah.
Before. It was interesting.
Yeah, I haven't been on overtime in a while, so it felt good to be out there. And obviously, I didn't really do what I wanted to do on the power play, but yeah, I was happy to just be out there and had the feeling to maybe make a difference out there.
What things do you like to work through in the preseason?
Sorry?
What things do you like to work through preseason? Getting up to speed, hands. What's the focus?
Yeah, I think just creating plays, creating offense, and I think I have a good defensive game overall. And obviously, you want to be hard, battling hard. But I think for me, the main point is creating as much offense as I can, and it's just gonna build my confidence and be ready to go for game one in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not knowing this, but are you a big fighter? Was that just came out of nowhere?
I don't know. I'm just a hockey player. It's just it is what it is. So no, it was fun.
Was there words exchange, or that was just something you thought that was time for it?
Yeah, it was just kind of time for it. Just asked him, and he was willing to do it. So yeah, it's good.
What's it like coming into this group right now? And it seems like you're close. And so how do you make an impression and get over the top?
Yeah, exactly. It's exciting, and obviously we know how close the group is and how strong of a team it is, like deep and everything. So just trying to contribute in any way I can, and I just want to be a part of this as much as I can. I know it's such a good thing coming, and just trying to do what I can do to make a good impression.
You spent some time up in Dallas last year. You had a deep playoff win with Texas last year too. Did it feel like there was some rust to shake off, or did it all come back pretty quickly for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think like just the touches going against live bodies and stuff like take some time. I wasn't really a fan of my game with the puck today, but obviously it's gonna get going with time. And the summer you can only replicate so much, but yeah, it's good to get a first game under our belt and keep this thing going.
How much does it help personally to be in those big situations, whether it's 3-on-3 or power plays, things like that?
Yeah, it helps for sure. I mean, just being involved in the game and just feel like you're contributing and just being in the mix. And anyway, any special team or any big face-off or anything like that, you just feel like you're contributing and you're part of the team winning. So yeah, it's awesome.
How did you get into this organization? Was it Whitey or Pebs or a little of both? Or how, I mean, like it just seems to have worked out very well for you.
Yeah, no, both those guys played a huge part in getting me here. They're great to me since my sophomore year in college. And, almost left after that year, but decided to go back for one more year. And our conversations were so good, and they're just loyal up front and straightforward, and no BS. So it was pretty easy for me to decide to come here, and they've been great to me since. So
we were talking at the prospect games that their drafts have been thin, so they have to add free agents. How important is it to come into an organization where you do get an opportunity?
For sure, yeah, it's great. And I think that was a big thing for me when picking where I was going to end up going was going to a winning team and just a team that's close, knocking on the door. Speaking with Joe Pavelski when I came down to watch a game, he kind of was harping on the importance of that and how easy that can make the transition. And just little things like just get noticed a lot more rather than playing on a team that's fighting, kind of just playing the lottery every year and stuff like that. So I took pride in that. I feel like if I can contribute to a winning team and a team trying to win the cup, I feel like that carries a lot more value.
I know it's just a preseason game, but the crowd got really into it after that fight. What's it like to kind of have the fans here in Dallas cheer you on like that?
Yeah, it's great. The fan base in Texas is unreal. So hockey feels like it's just growing, and obviously the team's success is leading the charge with that. And it's awesome that they show up every night and are here for us, especially even in the preseason. So yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you.
To come in, is that a good feeling?
Yeah, obviously, when you feel welcome and you can feel the support, obviously it will bring you some confidence, and I'm excited to be back here.
How did you acquire this guy?
Yeah, it happened like second shift. I was in the corner, I don't know what happened even, but I said just blood to my visor. I was like, oh no, it's too early. Second shift after whole summer, first game, second shift, and yeah.
Well, last year a lot of guys took a lot of facial injuries, so welcome to the team.
Yeah, thank you.
What was it like? I know Gully's talked about puck possession, out shooting people. You guys won more face-offs. You did a lot of good things. I think you had more hits than they've had in the past. It just seems like you did a lot of the things he was asking.
Yeah, we were trying to do the right stuff, and not looking for a result. But it's always tricky the first game of the season, especially after a couple hard practices in the camp. We were working hard, so the legs doesn't feel really good. So it's like more push and grind, So you have to always go through the first couple of games to get through it. You can train however you want in the summer, but you never can train the speed game, So you have to get used to it again, and you have to get through it.
How much more difficult is that adjustment than when you play a team like St. Louis that does play that heavier shutdown style hockey, and you're like kind of just thrown right into it?
Sure, I was just talking to the boys, and I feel like it doesn't matter who's in the lineup, but Dallas against St. Louis, it's always a grind, and it's always 2-goal game, So but it's good for first game, that's what you need. So you need to get through it, and you'll feel better every game.
Thanks, Radek.
We talked about a lot of different things beforehand on style of play, puck possession. It seems like the numbers were really good on what you wanted to accomplish. I know it's just one preseason game, but does it feel good to have that stuff show up on the ice?
Yeah, 100%. I like the way our guys competed, right? And they're heavy on pucks, and we put some emphasis on our line rush against and how hard we're coming back and working back, and we didn't give up many odd man rushes, right? So, and that's an area that is a huge place for us, a huge thing we want to make sure we're nipping it. All the best teams are good at not giving much up off the rush, so we want to be one of them.
And then physicality, did you like that too, obviously?
Yeah.
It's Hryckowian right off the bat.
Yeah, you know what, he's coming with some fire, and everybody's intense after it happens, so I liked it. I liked our game. I thought we did a lot of good things. Now, as a coach, you pick apart things, and there's some work we got to do in our D zone. We made a little adjustment there, and it's going to take us some time to get really good, but that's, obviously that's the goal. But we have some work to do there.
In a tight game like that, could see some frustration, you might see some frustration setting in when the puck's not going in as the shots are up. What did you see on the bench from just kind of the demeanor of the players, even when they weren't getting that second goal?
Yeah, zero frustration. They just stuck with it, and I told them that. And if you look at our first goal, we kind of built it, and that I told them in between periods. That's why I liked it. It was a team build goal of shift after shift after shift, and then we got them in the O-zone, and Faksa changed and got new guys on and new blood, and we built it. And then we got it. Then Bourque got it, and we built it. Right, we just stayed with it and built it, and that's important. I talked to the players yesterday about stacking good plays on good plays and good plays and good days on good days and good days, right? And that's the part of this league, and I thought that was a good example.
I know it's just preseason, but what did it feel like coaching your first game with the Dallas Stars in quite a while?
Still surreal, you guys, and I'm being honest, it's still surreal. I was driving down, I'm like, Jesus, I'm driving down, and I got to turn off in Harry Hines. I thought, do I remember how to get here? No, but it's still surreal. It was nice. I'm rusty too a little bit, right? But I got two good guys with me, Naz and Grammer, and they're right into it. They know the players probably better. They're better than I do right now, and their strengths and weaknesses. So that was a big help.
I know it's early, but when you see a guy like Hryckowian come in, inject a little bit of energy, and then you see a guy like Faksa who's able to build those plays, those are not things that necessarily show up on the goal scoring side, but they're key elements to get to the goal scoring, right?
Yeah.
How important is it to see guys have that success early
Yeah,
on?
it's important because as we move forward, it's important for the rest. When you get some of the other big boys in the game, it's important for them to see what those other players are doing to help push the game in your direction, right? Because you're playing against the top teams. You're talking inches here, and when they're doing what they're doing, Ritzy and Fax, and pushing the game along, they're tilting the field a little bit, and everybody feels that everybody's doing their job, and that's important.
Thank you.